So let's talk about the first one, obviously availability. Let's talk about it, what it means. Well, I'll first tell you about a story when I first found about the best ways to build muscle, and it was all about eccentric based training. One of the most popular ways that you may hear about this is when you do the bench press and you load up more weight that you can actually press. You do slowly in the way down, your partner lifts it back up, you slowly in the way down again. And this is still scientifically the most effective way to get the most muscle hypertrophy by just trying to overload the muscles with eccentric based training. I tried doing this for about a week. It worked. I got really, good benefits out of it. I felt hell sore out of it. But the thing is, then my training partner started going, oh no, I can't make that time. This made it difficult for me because even though it is the most scientifically proven best way for you to be able to train and get the most muscle fatigue out of it, it was not something that I could consistently do. So you could also say that availability is also consistency. And I always tell people, especially if you happen to be watching a lot of sport, the best ability is availability. You cannot stress that enough. And people will harp on about if only I had that piece of equipment. Don't worry about that. Focus on what you can actually do and keep doing. So let's talk about some exercises where people will want to do all the time, like all these fancy machines that you see. Oh, that person has that particular handle. This person has this particular leg press or this particular shoe. Don't worry about those things. Get it done first. So you may get caught up in, fancy leg presses, which we see all the time. One of them I still haven't yet to use is the pendulum squat. It looks amazing, looks great, looks better than a normal hack squat, looks better than a normal leg press because you're still standing. But I don't have availability to it. I would have to travel to a new gym every single time just for leg days. And that's something that I'm not willing to do. So when you're thinking about exercises or you're thinking about programs or choosing them, you want to make sure that the exercises on that program can either be easily replaced, exercises that you can do at your gym, or equipment that you can easily use as well to manipulate, so to speak. One of the things that I've got right now is I really have started to like hack squats, but I no longer have a gym membership because I've now purchased this beautiful piece of machinery at my house, which is a Smith machine, cable machine, and also can be used as a squat rack as well. And now that I'm not using the hack squat, I've started to change it for the Smith machine hack squat variation. Now, if you had known me about even just 7 months ago, I would have laughed at you if you were squatting in a Smith machine. But I've started doing this, and I swear, it's actually been feeling amazing in my legs. This is completely a little bit off topic, but I used to be so set in my ways that I had to do one thing and one thing only, as opposed to finding a different way to the same means. I wanted to work my legs, but I was always used to doing heavy back squats, heavy front squats, but my lower back could not handle it. So I started changing to doing things like hack squats, as well as Smith machine hack squats as well. So for anyone out there who's stuck on trying to choose an exercise, make sure the first one is all about availability to get consistency.